that's sort of like the holy grail of that, is being able to build a technology platform that delivers this like deep sense of social presence. The other big track is around personalized AI. And for that, and that's sort of where Llama and Meta AI and all of those things are going. There's all this development that's going into making the models smarter and smarter over time. But I think where this is going to get really compelling is when it's personalized for you. And in order for it to be personalized for you, it has to have context and understand what's going on in your life, both kind of at a global level and like what's physically happening around you right now. And in order to do that, I think that glasses are going to be the ideal form factor because they're positioned on your face in a way where they can let them see what you see and hear what you hear, which are the two most important senses that we use for kind of taking in information and context about the world. I think that this is all going to be kind of really deep and profound stuff. But it's basically those two things. It's this feeling of presence and this capability of really personalized intelligence that can help you.
I'd love to talk about each of those two things.
Mm-hmm.
The first on presence, I owe a lot to being able to connect with people online, right? This job that I have is by definition
Yeah.
Also with my family. My parents don't live anywhere close to me.
Mm-hmm.
I video call them a lot. And when I think about the progress of technology like this, in a timeline from like the telegram to the telephone to video call to some feeling of presence with another person who feels like they're right there in front of me.
Yeah.
That makes me feel incredibly optimistic. I would love a future where like I can blues in Scrabble to my mom and feel like she's really there in front of me.
Yeah.
And it feels like we're not that far away from something
I agree.
that persuades my brain that that's happening.
Yeah, totally.
And also, I miss hugging my mom, right? Like that never goes away.
Yeah, haptics is hard.
Yeah.
But
And so my question is about that. It's about this feeling of like, it's hard for me to imagine a future where real physical presence is not different and special in some way, where I don't miss literally hugging my mom.
yeah.
And I'm curious how you think about the parts of human connection that are eye contact and physical touch and things that our ape brains value for connection with other people.
Yeah, well, eye contact I think we're going to get to a lot before the touch part. For haptics, I do think we'll make progress on that, but it's obviously there's a spectrum there too, from kind of hands, which is where if you draw out the kind of like homunculus version of a person in terms of like what are our kind of sensory, what's like the majority of what we're sensing.
It's
hand. Yeah. So I think being able to do that for your hands is probably the most important place to start. And you have a rough version of that with controllers today. I think that'll get even more over time. We have this demo playing ping pong where you have a controller where as the digital ball hits the ping pong paddle, you feel it hit as if it's hitting the ping pong paddle wherever it is. So you actually have a sense of like where it's hitting the paddle. So I think that was just a wild demo. So I think we'll get some of that. The most extreme version of this is wanting force feedback, right? So I mean, like for doing a lot of sports, right? It's like, okay, we can kind of do a good approximation of like boxing today, where you get like good feedback on your hands, but it would be hard to do a virtual reality version of jiu-jitsu where you're like grappling with someone and you need like real kind of force feedback on it. So that's probably like the hardest thing, right, to go do. But I think we'll get there.